So this is our free fall. The price point's going to be at $39.95. Great MSRP price. You're going to be finding this for a great deal through Steelers. Love that K texture. Once it does come in, it's going to add that extra grip in your hands.
Very good.
So very similar to the free fall, we have another knife. I like to kind of call it the chunky one version of this. It's called the Swerve. This has a nice curve in this backbone, fits great in the hand, helps prevent that hand fatigue when you're actually doing a lot of activities. Has
And no exposed metal back there either.
What I love too about this, it has a little bit of character. It has this nice swerve jimping. See that in the back spacer as well as on the blade.
So the jimping on the back, the rear portion of the blade has an alternate jimping, and then the back spacer has the same thing, but in a plastic or a non-metallic material.
Exactly. So this is going to be 8CR 13 MOV steel plastic. That price point is going to be at $39.95 as well. So you're going to be finding once again this through a dealer at a great deal.
Yeah.
And I believe that's all for the main pocket knives of our folding knives. But we do have some big favorites that a lot of people have been kind of waiting for.
And I like your attitude about this. Now this is the one that we had a gentleman have a bit of an incident.
I believe we had
some kind of an incident that suddenly kind of drifted off like the wind, or like the smoke on the wind.
So a lot of people, I remember the Outcast that we did have. It's the DTU still. A lot of people loved it. We did discontinue it, but guess what? We brought something back bigger and better. So this right here is our Camp 10. It's going to have that same kind of recurve, kind of Australian Outback style, just like that Outcast, except for this one's going to be the new and improved. It has that full tang.
So this has a full tang in the grip.
Yep.
Which is different than the Outcast, which had a partial tang.
It had about a 3/4 tang, so if you were really wailing and using your Outcast, you were going to find sometimes we did have them break. This guy, you're not going to have that problem. And it's got that nice plastic texture here. It's a rubberized grip. Really sticks in your hands.
Yeah, very similar. And out here on the guard as well, a little harder material.
Yep.
And at the rear of the tang.
You gotta love that lanyard hole too. Everyone's gonna love that with the paracord. It is a 65 mm steel with a powder coating. Very durable. About the grind edge, you're gonna be finding it at 22 to 24, so it is really, really blunt, so you're gonna be able to use it, not have to really worry about any sort of issues.
A lot of chopping without having to worry about rolling an edge.
A big thing too with this knife is this Kydex sheath that comes with it. It's very nice. It does allow for a lot of different opportunities of carry. I love how this actually comes around and locks it into place. You won't find it budging. This backside, we have some heavy duty Velcro.
And just very quickly, also, with it coming around the rear part of the guard, you don't have the strap coming over the front, which is prone to being pulled off in brush, or if you end up on the ground or against some rocks or something like that.
Or if you're making a mad dash from a bear, you don't have to worry about being ripped off. You're good.
Mad dash from a bear. Like that's ever happened to me.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I like the way, yeah, you're wishing that on Stuart. That's great. Beautiful.
Never. So back over here, we do have that heavy duty Velcro. You have the options of wrapping this around a leg. You can even put it on a backpack depending on how you're carrying. You have a lot of diversity with carrying this. Very durable, and as you can tell, I'll let you hold this, it can definitely hold that Kydex sheath with that knife. It is not light.
And it's pretty well balanced as well.
Yeah.
Pretty well balanced overall. A lot of these drop styles are not necessarily so.
Alright, you guys want some fun?
Isn't this what caused the little incident there? I thought we were going to lose the integrity of the table there for a moment, along with that hazmat spill.
So this guy, definitely a big brother to the actual Camp 10, which is about 10 inches. This is the Camp 14. 14 inches long. This guy is a bit of a chunk. Same variation of that Camp 10. You're going to have that full tang.
And this is a bit of a parang style blade.
It is.
Okay.
So then you're also going to have that, like I said, that same rubberized handle, powder coating, extremely durable. This is a larger version. We are also going to be coming out with a Camp 18 at 18 inches. Unfortunately, I don't have that on me. I wish I did. But
it's probably on the, I think the elves were sending it to me.
I think they took off with it. They thought it'd be funny to take it from me. But this will also have the same kind of setup with the Kydex sheath as you see on the Camp 10.
Very good.
So this will be a very versatile knife. A lot of people want something big that they can hack through those brush.
Now these will be available with an expected generalized release date of?
Quarter free, so about midsummer, maybe even a little bit later, just depending.
Midsummer, maybe fall.
Yeah. The Camp 10 though is shipping out.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Very good. In copious numbers, I hope.
Exactly. Hopefully a lot larger quantity.
Outstanding. And I believe that generally wraps up the lineup for Kershaw for the time being. Until next year.
Thank
You
you
have
so
a very
much.
safe trip home.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too.
And don't forget, if a couple of the elves sneak out with these, it's going to a good home.
Don't worry, we'll get them there.
Thank you.